Hey, Jason here from Simply Swider. Is your Samsung refrigerator flashing error codes or showing blinking lights on the display? Don't panic. In the next 15 minutes, I'll walk you through the 5 most common Samsung error codes and show you step by step how to fix them yourself. Good news is most of these problems can be solved without spending hundreds on a service call. Before we get started, if you run into any questions, jump into our Facebook group. Links in the description. We've got thousands of people helping each other fix their appliances, and I pop in there daily to help out. So, the most common thing I see is the temperature display just blinking like crazy. This happens when the internal temperature gets too high, typically above 59 degrees. You'll know it's this issue because the temperature numbers are flashing and your fridge might be running constantly or making way more noise than usual. Here's your 3 step fix. First, check that all doors are completely closed. Even a quarter-inch gap can trigger this error. Second, grab some warm soapy water and a clean cloth to wipe down those door gaskets, checking for any tears or buildup that prevents a tight seal. Finally, perform a power cycle. Safely unplug the unit for exactly 60 seconds, then plug it back in. This takes about 5 minutes total. This resets the internal controls and usually clears the blinking. Temperature sensor problems are really common on these Samsung units. You'll see codes like 4E for defrost sensor failure, 5E for defrost sensor issues after power outages, or 2E for fresh food sensor problems. The sensors can fail from wire cuts, short circuits, or just loose connections. For the 5E code, try resetting the refrigerator multiple times. Sometimes it just needs a few power cycles to clear. For 2E codes, hold down the lighting and energy saver buttons together for about 8 to 10 seconds. If you're getting extreme temperature readings like over 122 degrees or below negative 58, the sensor is definitely shot and needs replacement. Now, the 2E code can involve the main control board, so that might be where you call someone like me. Communication breakdowns between the main control board and that touch panel on the door. I see this on a lot of the Flex 4 door and French door models. You'll get PCTH or PCER flashing on the display, the unit starts beeping, and that touch panel might stop responding completely. To clear PCTH, hold down Cool Select and Energy Saver buttons at the same time for 8 to 15 seconds. For PCER, unplug the unit, then check that wire harness above the door, disconnect it, and reconnect it firmly. If the problem keeps coming back, you're probably looking at replacing the touch panel board. Fan problems. These can be tricky. Code 23E means condenser fan error, and 40E is freezer defrost malfunction. You might notice weak cooling or hear fan noise that stops when you open the door. For code 40E, check for frost buildup in your freezer compartment. If you see thick ice or frost, here's how to safely remove it. First, unplug your refrigerator for safety. Use a hairdryer on the lowest heat setting, keeping it at least 6 inches away from any plastic components. Work slowly. This process takes 10-15 minutes but prevents damage to your unit. For fan issues, check if the fan's actually getting power. Sometimes these fans get blocked by ice or debris, and when they can't spin freely, they throw error codes. If the fan motor itself is bad, you're looking at replacement. Ice maker problems, codes 8E and 39E mean the ice maker sensor is disconnected or failing. Could also be the ice tray didn't return to level after trying to harvest ice 3 times. Your ice maker just quits making ice completely. Check all the sensor wiring and connections first. Make sure everything's plugged in tight. Verify that water line is connected properly. For 39E specifically, Samsung sometimes provides replacement parts even if you're out of warranty, so it's worth calling them. You might end up replacing the whole ice maker assembly, but try the simple stuff first. All right, so Samsung refrigerators have this diagnostic system that throws error codes when something's not right. I'm going to walk you through the most common ones I see, starting with the simple fixes that'll save you money. Most of these issues can be cleared with a power cycle or some basic troubleshooting, but some might need parts. Let's tackle these one by one. Temperature sensors are your cheapest fix at around $20. The most common part number is DA4700301D. Write that down or pause the video to save it. You can order these from appliance parts stores or Amazon. This is a moderate difficulty repair that takes about 30 minutes and can save you $150 in service calls. The tricky part is testing them properly. At room temperature, they might test fine but fail when they get cold. If you've got a multimeter, you can test resistance. At 32 degrees, it should read about 13, 3 KO. When these fail, your fridge goes into safe mode and runs the defrost cycle way too often. Ice Maker assemblies run between about $184 to $204. Part numbers like DA97808059A or DA97054222A depending on your model. These are moderate difficulty to replace. Before you buy one though, test your water pressure. Fill a 6 ounces cup and it should fill in under 10 seconds. If it takes longer, your problem might be water pressure, not the ice maker. Also check if your evaporator coils are frosted up. That'll stop ice production until the next defrost cycle. Evaporator fan motors cost about $109 to $131. Common part numbers are DA3100146B, DA3100146E, or DA3100146J. These are worth fixing if your fridge is relatively new. You can force the fans on by entering forced freeze mode to test them. A lot of times what looks like a fan failure is actually ice blockage or frost buildup causing the fan to over RPM and shut down. Clear the ice first before assuming the motor's bad. Touch panel boards vary in price, but they're definitely repairable. These solve those PCTH communication errors we talked about. The installation isn't too bad, usually just unplugging the old one and plugging in the new one. Make sure you get the right part number for your specific model though. Pause this video right now and look at your refrigerator's model number. It's usually on a sticker inside the fresh food compartment or on the back. Now check the list on your screen. If you see your model number, you're in the right place. These fixes work specifically for Samsung French door models, Flex 4-door units, and RF series refrigerators manufactured between 2015 and 2023. Before you go, let's do a quick recap. Start with these 3 simple fixes that solve 80% of Samsung error codes. First, check all door seals and ensure doors are fully closed. Second, perform a 60-second power cycle. Third, try the specific button combinations for your error code. Only if these don't work should you consider ordering replacement parts. Remember, always start simple and work your way up to more complex repairs. And remember, if you're dealing with compressor issues or complex control board problems, don't be a hero. Sometimes it makes more sense to call a professional, especially on older units where the repair cost gets close to replacement cost. If you guys know someone who's having appliance troubles, please send them the link to this video or a link to my channel where I have tons of other videos showing how to fix pretty common issues with appliances, sometimes for free or as little cost as possible. It sure beats having a repairman come out and spending several hundred for them to fix it when it could be something so simple. If this helped you get your Samsung fridge working again, hit that like button and drop a comment below. Let me know which fix worked for you. Really helps other people with the same problem. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We'll get this out to more folks who need to save some time and money. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.